Please subscribe and like the video before continuing. The Young and the Restless spoilers. Victor's power move pushes Kane to target Jabot. The Young and the Restless spoilers document that Victor Newman, Eric Brayton, didn't need much time. Adam Newman, Mark Grossman, used Newman Media to drop a smear bomb on Kane Ashby, Billy Flynn, and Victor followed with an offer that was too bad to refuse. Want more of The Young and the Restless? Get updates on the latest news about The Young and the Restless, straight to your inbox. We use your personal data for interest-based advertising, as outlined in our privacy notice. What is this? Victor used the cliched term, an offer too good to refuse, when providing Kane with a handwritten will. The supposed last testament indicated that a wealthy older woman once owned the chateau in the south of France that viewers became overly familiar with this summer. General Hospital early week spoilers December 8th to 12th, Jason's next mission and Sonny's Sidwell answer. The gist of Victor's sucker punch is that Colin Atkinson, Tristan Rogers, conned the lady in question out of her fortune under an assumed name. Kane initially protested, saying that he'd used a fake name, Aristotle Dumas, as well. Viewers wondered why Flynn's character, whose current iteration provides rapid retorts, didn't tell Victor that his name is phone too. They also know that Kane Ashby's birth name was Ethan Atkinson. What is this? What is Christian Miller talking about? Victor didn't bring up his orphan past when threatening Kane's existence. Instead, the former Christian Miller made good on his promise to meet after happening upon Kane and Lily Winters, Crystal Khalil, at Crimson Lights. The conversation the often sour Victor intended to overhear included Lily telling Kane she couldn't trust him. The mustache used the crumb that didn't come from one of Sharon Newman's, Sharon Case, premium-priced sweet treats as an added shot when goading Kane into opening the will he presented to him. Christian Miller is Victor's birth name and also his motivation to continue living the good life he felt robbed of as a child. Kane's plan to return to Genoa City, Wisconsin, is a make-good effort to repair relationships with Lily and their children. But Victor is forcing him off track. Lily Winters needs to see the twins. Lily continues to try and distance herself from Kane, yet she keeps meeting with him. That's seemingly going to change because she intends to meet with their children, who live in different parts of the country. Lily wants to help calm their emotions after Kane was exposed as being Aristotle. What is this? So, viewers should anticipate seeing less of Lily in the coming weeks. Khalil has been seen using an oversized bag in recent episodes, which is a common technique soaps use for their cast members who are pregnant. However, there is no confirmation of Khalil being pregnant, so this is speculation. Pregnancies can be written into the show or covered because the writing staff has no current plans for the actor's character in that regard. Devoted daytime viewers also recall that Lily's medical history should prevent her from being able to have children, though anything is possible in the soap world. Kane Ashby works with Victor Newman. Kane wanted to take Newman Enterprises, along with GC's other legacy companies. He planned to succeed in business to prove himself a success and be worthy of Lily's love. His misguided approach was naive and also flawed. Kane convinced himself that he could handle or manage the major players in his former hometown. To date, Lily and Victor aren't charmed. Billy Abbott, Jason Thompson, is working with Kane but has relayed Arabesque's goal to his brother, Jack Abbott, Peter Bergman. Phyllis Summers, Michelle Stafford, claims to have Kane's back, but she's sure to smell a rat, named Victor, if Kane begins to follow Victor's lead to take down Jabot. A stunning power shift is quietly taking shape in Genoa City, and it centers on two men who rarely play well with others, let alone each other. Kane Ashby working with Victor Newman is the kind of alliance that instantly changes the balance of power, sending shockwaves through every major family and corporate empire on The Young and the Restless. This isn't a partnership built on trust or friendship. It's a calculated move born out of desperation, ambition, and mutual need, and the fallout could be explosive. Kane Ashby has always been a survivor. He adapts, reinvents, and strikes when opportunity presents itself. Over the years, he's walked a fine line between loyalty and self-interest, often convincing himself that his choices were necessary rather than ruthless. Now, aligning with Victor Newman signals a major shift in Kane's trajectory. This isn't about playing defense anymore. This is about power, leverage, and rewriting his place in Genoa City's hierarchy. Victor Newman, on the other hand, doesn't form alliances lightly. Every partnership he enters is transactional, temporary, and ultimately designed to benefit him. If Victor is willing to work with Kane, it means Kane possesses something Victor wants or needs right now. That alone should set off alarm bells across the canvas. Victor's moves are rarely reactive. They are strategic, layered, and often devastating to anyone caught in the crossfire. The circumstances pushing Kane and Victor together are rumored to involve a high-stakes corporate threat that neither man can neutralize alone. A rival power is emerging, possibly connected to Chancellor Winters or an outside entity circling Genoa City's biggest assets. Kane's insider knowledge, combined with Victor's ruthless execution, creates a dangerous combination capable of dismantling enemies before they even realize they're under attack. For Kane, working with Victor may feel like the ultimate gamble. Victor's reputation for betrayal is legendary. Everyone who partners with him eventually pays a price. Yet Kane may believe that aligning with the strongest player in town is his only path forward. If he's facing financial ruin, professional exile, or personal humiliation, Victor's offer could look like salvation. This alliance also raises serious questions about Kane's personal relationships. Lily Winters has always been Kane's moral anchor, even when their marriage fractured under pressure. If Lily learns that Kane is working with Victor, especially if it involves undermining Chancellor Winters or manipulating Devon, the emotional fallout could be severe. Kane may justify his actions as necessary, but Lily is unlikely to see it that way. Devon Hamilton could also find himself blindsided. Victor has long viewed Devon as both a threat and a resource. With Kane acting as Victor's inside man, sensitive information could be leaked, strategies exposed, and trust shattered. Devon's belief that he understands the game may be dangerously misplaced once Kane starts playing by Victor's rules. Nate Hastings may also feel the ripple effects. Kane has a complicated history with ambition and loyalty, much like Nate. Watching Kane align with Victor could serve as either a warning or an inspiration. If Victor begins grooming Kane for a larger role, others may wonder who's next and who's expendable. What makes this partnership truly unsettling is the possibility that Kane believes he can outsmart Victor. Kane has always prided himself on his instincts and adaptability. He may think he can use Victor's power without becoming one of his casualties. History suggests otherwise. Victor doesn't share the spotlight, and he never forgets who owes him. Behind closed doors, the Kane-Victor alliance is likely filled with tense negotiations, veiled threats, and unspoken rules. Victor will test Kane's loyalty early, possibly forcing him to make a choice that exposes his true priorities. Kane may be asked to betray someone close to him, cross an ethical line, or take the fall for a move Victor doesn't want traced back to him. There's also the question of how long Victor intends to keep Kane around. Victor's alliances are tools, not commitments. Once Kane serves his purpose, Victor could discard him without hesitation. Kane's challenge will be recognizing when the partnership shifts from opportunity to trap. From a storytelling perspective, this alliance opens the door to weeks of escalating tension. Every interaction becomes layered with suspicion. Every victory feels temporary. Viewers will be watching closely to see who gains the upper hand and who loses everything. The most compelling possibility is that Kane's partnership with Victor could trigger a chain reaction that forces long-buried secrets into the open. Victor is known for using leverage, and Kane has a past filled with mistakes and half-truths. If Victor uncovers something Kane hoped would stay buried, the power dynamic could flip instantly. At the same time, Kane working with Victor could also mark a darker evolution of his character. This may be the moment Kane fully embraces the ruthless side of himself, abandoning the need for approval and choosing power over peace. That transformation would make him unpredictable, dangerous, and central to Genoa City's future conflicts. Yet no alliance in Genoa City lasts forever, especially one built on ambition rather than trust. The inevitable betrayal looms large. The real question isn't if Kane and Victor will turn on each other, but when and who will strike first. As this partnership unfolds, one thing is certain. Kane Ashby working with Victor Newman is not a minor development or a short-term twist. It's a seismic shift that redefines loyalties, threatens empires, and sets the stage for some of the most intense drama The Young and the Restless has seen in years. Genoa City is about to learn a hard lesson. When two survivors with nothing to lose join forces, no one is safe, and the damage left behind may be impossible to undo. What is this? This site is a leading source for everything linked to The Young and the Restless. Check back regularly for YNR spoilers and news.